Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Recap and Record. My name's Levi, that's Los, and we're back with Fboy Island. What episode is this? It's season 3, episode 6. Is that where we're at? Episode 6?
Yes, so. Yes, sir.
Boom, boom, boom. Just came out on Friday. We took the weekend, and we're kicking it off back to our regularly formatted show where we're starting off. And the first thing I wrote down is the Powerpuff Girls reunited because they all had like a pink, blue, and green thing going on. They just look like
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, when all the girls came in for their little morning chat with Nikki. Danny was in pink, Katie was in blue, and Haley was in green.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, all right. So, Nikki Glaser, and it's funny because you are,
I'm a fan.
No, you mess up everybody's names. Like, and I just let you go.
Oh, I know.
It's Nikki Glaser. This guy calls her Nikki Glacier. And then like, and then you call Marcos. Whatever. And but the last it was like an episode or two ago, and I'm watching. And yeah, man, they had some unflattering angles of your girl, Nikki, man, and like that girl got her back with a crack, bro. Like it ain't no circumference on that thing, man. That thing is like
she's
slide off the toilet seat, yeah. She just like
Nah, man, listen, it's not. Yes, you're right, and I think for me, I am a butt guy. I like smaller boobs just all around. So that's just my thing. But like, I get it. But unfortunately, the female comedian, as I've said on this podcast before, is just like triple points for me. Kind of just like,
she gonna get to your heart and your mind before she gets.
And I mean, like, I think Nikki's got she's got a great face. I think she's cute. I think she's pretty. I think she's cute. I think
she's not unattractive or nothing like that. But I was like, shorty, come on now. Like, you don't gotta, they matter. Little booties matter too, but I'm just saying, like, it gotta be something there.
Right. Like, at least get that gym membership popping or something going on.
Wear that booty pop for the show or something. I mean, like, at least make an illusion for us or something.
Right.
But so yeah, man, this is a good episode. Douche Tank, right?
Douche Tank, yeah. So we kick off the episode with Douche Tank. I love her fake Bob Barker microphone. That was awesome.
Is that little pin, little mic, yeah. Oh yeah, rest in peace to Bob, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How long ago? That was not that long ago.
2000s at some time, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Recent, maybe like 5, 6, 7 years.
Oh, for real? It's been that long?
I think something like that.
I thought he just passed away.
Bob Barker? Maybe was it recently?
Yeah, because he's been off the show, but
maybe that's where I get it confused.
Barker passed away, died. When did Bob Barker die? Bob Barker died. Yeah, it was just in August, bro. He just died.
Literally like 2 months ago.
That's what I said. Like I said, it was a couple months.
Oh yeah,
homie. Yeah, he retired. Probably.
Right.
How many years ago did he retire?
That's why I always get messed up. Oh yeah, it's been.
Yeah, because I think we assume that's why he retired. Right.
You get the two events right. You get the two events mixed up.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yes, R.I.P.
He should have just kept doing it until he did. Until he checked. It probably would have kept him alive.
Bro, I've said it 10,000 times on my podcast.
I know,
Drew
man.
Carey's the worst goddamn thing that ever happened to that show.
So who would you replace? I know this is who would you replace him with though? Right now, who would you replace him with? Ryan Seacrest.
No, Ryan didn't do good. Maybe.
Oh, he did it. He did it for a little bit.
No, like he didn't do good. Like I didn't think like Ryan. I don't get the whole Ryan Seacrest effect. Like the whole American Idol hosting everything. Like whatever Ryan Seacrest does, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Host
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon's name did pop into my mind.
Okay.
I like him as a host.
Mario Lopez type bull.
Maybe. Yeah.
I like Mario. Like
Mario Lopez could do it. It's just every time. The issue is every time Drew does every time he tries to make a joke, obviously the audience laughs because that's why they're there. But like it's just not good. It never lands. Okay. It's not funny. Megs and I just like look at each other and like, and then like it's not. Yeah.
He's definitely a classic a person that falls up. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
because Drew Carey show was what it was, but like
Mhm. Mhm.
he didn't do anything like in movies or anything like
Right.
that to make us be like, yo, we gotta have him. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this show
Yeah.
was successful. Let's just throw him in there. And then
Yeah, maybe someone else from like the 90s sitcoms. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that, and
yeah, think about
I'm
that.
gonna get the perfect answer for you. So
All right.
we get douche tank, and
Douche
so
Tank,
the
yes.
name of the game is the boys go under the water bucket, and Nikki asks them a freaking crazy question, and if they have the right answer, then they walk away scot free, and nothing really happens. And if they give a douchey answer, they get splashed with the water, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I wrote down a few of these because
Yes, I did too.
a
Yeah.
lot of them weren't really noticeable. My first one was Jared's fucking smooth ass in the douche tank. Now, bro, listen
He's
to
a
me.
liar.
This okay. This
Yo, fuck out of here.
I've
bro.
heard of this trend. I thought maybe it was only the white people, but I wasn't aware it reached the culture yet. This trend of not jerking off, and I'm not sure.
He's lying.
I'm not about it. You know what I mean? I don't
He's
understand.
lying.
Like it's
And well, the thing is, he didn't even say a reason. Like I've heard the only time I heard brothers talk about that, they be talking about like conserving they energy or the
okay.
time, like you know what I mean? Like, and it's like a
Okay.
spiritual type thing. Like I would see like somebody like Andre 3000 saying that he don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, somebody that's like into like the
Someone who's like on an ayahuasca journey is like
he
not
clearly looked like he was lying. Like it wasn't even like, and that's why I'm like, yo, women will really fall for anything.
Like,
let's
let's be honest. All of these guys are like literally one email away from having a Bluetooth sponsorship. Like they're all 20 years old on an HBO CW. The show's called Fboy Island. Like if you're like, come on. Like let's like you're not in the bro chateau.
Even Vince eyebrows were up like are you serious? Like come on, bro. Like I get mine off. Like it's like the answer was not even good that he gave. That's my problem with it. It wasn't like he gave a good answer.
No, it just he went too far. Right?
Yeah,
it's like
he was even stumbling when he was talking. Like there was no conviction.
No one bought it. No one bought it. But I mean, except for the girls, obviously. I guess it's just, does he get too much of a pass for his looks? Does Jared get too much of a pass? Is that just it?
Because, like, you know what I mean? We're not gonna like he definitely looked like he probably gets women, but like come on. He ain't,
I mean, now listen,
he ain't all that, like
now,
like I mean, like he not.
Now listen,
like,
I understand that we've got evidence so far. Like, let's be honest, we've seen Danny's Instagram. She's 2 steps away from having an OnlyFans contract. Danny's already admitted to having, her LGBTQ tendencies, right? Now Now, Katie, on the other hand, when Katie heard Jared, they probably didn't show it, but she was probably on the sidelines going, "Yep, good for you, Jared. That's great. That's probably for the best. We don't self pleasure here." Like Katie's probably like praying for Jared right now. No, I'm just kidding. But so yeah, I didn't buy it either. So no one bought it except for Jared. I think Jared's the only one who like sold it to himself. Which is hilarious.
He did. He was in like the little confessional. He's just like, whatever. But that was right.
And so we get a couple nice guys just giving nice answers, like just beating around the bush, whatever. And I think the main one we gotta get to is CJ.
Oh yeah, I would have CJ, and then there's 2 other ones. But yeah, it's definitely CJ, the body count question. He got the body count question. So it's like, what would they ask him? Like, what is a good number?
Yeah. So for Nikki's first question for CJ was, if you and a girl are having that conversation, you're being honest, what number is too high of a number in terms of body count? And I'd love to know your personal answer.
Okay, so my personal answer is I typically don't ask the body count question. So like that's an easy one to avoid. Like that's an easy one to get right. Because I would say like I don't really ask that question. But if we want to play that game, right? Still I'm not gonna give a number, but what I say is that my motto is just like is she safe? Like is she healthy? You know what I mean? Do I know these people personally? You know what I mean? Like, how many new Eskimo bros am I about to, acquire? You know what I'm saying? and it's stuff like that. Like it's like, yeah, she no health scares, and she ain't fucking the crew, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
right.
we cool for the most part, you know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
also did you ain't selling, you ain't sell it. You ever sell it? Don't sell it. You know what I mean? If it as long as it ain't for sale, it's healthy,
How
and
now
the bros ain't run through it, we
is
good.
that
We
now
good.
is that now hold on, is selling it, is that like traditional in the sense, or like
Traditional. We're talking
are we okay with OnlyFans at $9.99, or like what's
well, okay. All right. So we could break this down. So
yeah.
like, yeah, we definitely not traditional. That is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
crazy if
No,
you're
no, no,
doing
no.
that.
Right, of
That's
course. Like
crazy.
I don't think
And
I think the millennial generation has done their very best to pretty much not like I don't think there's, you know what I mean, like too many like prostitute. I mean, I don't, you know,
well,
I may
escorting is still a thing, bro. Like, you know
okay,
what I mean?
yeah,
Companionship. People still need
yeah,
companionship. People still
yeah.
getting paying for pussy, bro. Like, you
Okay,
know what I mean? Strippers, if
maybe it's just where
you
we
go to the
live.
right night, you know what I mean? And you got,
You can go home with
which I don't even
somebody.
know what the price is, but it's too much for me because I don't pay for that shit. Like, I mean,
Right,
whatever.
right, right.
So, but OnlyFans, there's a line, man, because
Right.
if she's on OnlyFans, if she's just solo OnlyFans it, and
Mm-hmm.
like she's getting money off of
Mm-hmm.
like desperation,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, solo stuff, feet stuff, I can probably live with that. I can actually
Yep.
probably live. I can
Yep.
not really, but
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
But if she's on there getting, you know what I mean, whether she, she knows these men or not, if she's just on there getting pounded,
Yeah.
no,
No.
like
No.
no,
So
that's
right.
not
No. No.
cool.
No. No.
And
Right.
and I don't want no man to be like, oh well, yeah, as long as I'm in it, like, bro, you ain't cool with that, bro.
We're not talking an Adam 22 situation here. We don't need to deep dive into his whole
Yeah,
history,
well,
but
yeah, you want to watch, you want to
I
recap
listen,
that show.
I
I'll watch the show, but I'm not recapping that
all right,
shit.
we'll do a main pod episode. You or
Yeah,
I, we'll figure that out and talk about it, because
yeah.
I've got actually notes for you and I for a new episode, anyways, that we need to do. So
Okay.
but yeah, so no, and that's just I'm on the same page. Like, and because Megs and I have talked about it. Megs has been in that world, like just helping. Like she managed another girl's page before,
Hey.
like so she knows the ins and outs. I've tried to convince her to do it. We're working through some self-esteem stuff, of course, before
Yeah,
we
of
got to
course,
jump into it.
of
But
course.
it's, so and that's the line, of course, we're drawing. Like, I'm not going to be out here recruiting dudes to come collab, of course, at the
No,
house.
but even
And
still, I'm talking about like if her content already exists.
of
Like
course,
I don't
right,
want to
right,
see
right, right,
like
right. Got you. Right.
that,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
your 50 videos
Coming
and
into
like,
the relationship,
yeah,
if there's already
yeah.
a pre-established profile, then right, then we have to navigate it a certain. Yeah,
No,
of course.
I don't want
Gotcha.
to see
Right.
that. I don't want
Right.
to know. I
Right.
don't want to know that you do
Got it.
that. Like that's crazy.
Yep. Okay. Got
But
it.
yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
So CJ says, CJ's dumbass answer, he says 10 or less.
10 or less.
10
He's
or
saying no more than
less.
10.
No more than 10.
I'm like, I don't know.
And that's such a maybe like, man.
I don't see, the thing is there's not a good number like to
You can
say, like, because you're gonna get judged. All right, so if you say a number too high, you're gonna get judged by your brothers, you know what I mean, the men, you know what I mean, in your life, that like, yo, fam, you cool with that? Yo, if this means that she been la la la.
Right.
But if you say it too low, you obviously gonna alienate yourself with the women, and that's who you're trying to get. So it's like, you don't want to say, but then maybe if you say too high, the girl might think, like, it's so many ways that this could be interpreted.
And I think that's why it's like one of the ultimate questions for a show like this, because it's a very psychological driven question, because in that moment, CJ not knowing it's coming, as soon as you hear the question, your brain starts to process exactly what you just said. Yeah. What number's too high? What number's too low? He's staring at the guys. He's staring at the girls. He's sweating, slow-mo. He doesn't know what to say. And then the words come out, at least 10, no more than 10. And and so, but then you don't, like, your brain completely blocks that, like, well, the past is a past. We all have our situations, and the number really honestly doesn't matter to me. But me and whoever will have that conversation when our relationships gets there. or whatever
Yeah.
you're gonna like something along
Yep.
those
Yeah, yeah,
lines.
and that's
And
the
it's
thing that
just
show that they allow you to answer like that. You know what I
right,
mean? Like you
right,
don't have to.
right. And it would seem that from all the nice guys who have answered prior to the game, that you can make up those bullshit nice guy answers, and they'll be like, "Oh
This
wow, that
man
was
said he don't
sweet."
jerk off.
Right.
Like that's crazy. Like, and so you died on 10? Like you died on that hill, bro?
Count them. It's like, bro, come on, like what, 10 last week, CJ? Like Danny
Yeah.
said, look at your Instagram, bro. You got 10 girls in the last post. You
Yeah.
got
Well, and you know, and obviously that would create another argument because
sure.
we know it's different,
Right,
but
right, right,
let's
right,
play
right,
that
right.
game. Yeah,
Right.
he got 10 in last week, whatever,
Yep.
just a week
Yep.
ago. He
Yep.
caught a body just a week ago. Well, and you said you think Danny's older, right? I don't know how old she is, but
Danny,
if she's
I
30,
think she's in her 30s. Yeah.
if
Danny's
she's
in her 30s.
30, 10 is low. 10 is like minuscule. Like,
Yeah,
because if we
10.
think that she started, let's say 17 years old, 18 years old,
Right.
that's a pretty low number. Like that's I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, 10s. Yeah, I think most people I would say average is past that. So like on Fboy Island, bro, like you should probably double
like
that and then you're maybe good.
yeah, and she done kissed how many dudes on the first night? Like she's
Right, you just saw her make out with at least 16 dudes. So like
she's ready, bro.
she's
Like
ran
what do you
through like
don't
10.
insult her though.
Right,
Like
right. It just you're not good. Not good
yeah.
that mental.
Yeah, that was a good question though, and like I said, he fucked up. Yeah, he fucked up. Yeah, he fucked up bad. Other ones I would say
Oh,
is
and then I think I'm sorry, and then they asked him directly what his number was. So the 10 was for the 10 was for his partner, right? The 10 was for the partner.
Yeah.
And then Nikki was like, "Well, what's yours?" And he said, "I don't know."
I don't know the number. Yeah,
Oh no! And so then it was like,
remember.
okay, bro, like to strike 3, you're out. Like just dump 2 more buckets on him. Sorry, continue. Who? We got
No,
next?
yeah, he fucked up, and yeah, he gave the wrong answer too. Like he just, oh my god, like yeah, I would have hit him with I don't kiss and tell or something. You could have hit him with something smooth like that. Like I don't objectify women and count. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, but so yeah, so then we get I don't know what go Keith versus Mercedes or the twins first.
Oh yeah, the twins. So the twins. Yeah, the twins.
Oh my god!
So
they give the twins the F, you know, the Mary F kill
Ghost.
whatever.
F Mary Ghost. Yes.
Yeah, a ghost. I'll go not kill.
Yeah,
So ghost. So all right, this was definitely a setup question, and you know what I mean. And he did not want which one, the second one or the first one was scared to answer.
The first one, he fumbled it, and then twin number 2 came in and got it. Yeah.
So he, you know, he kept it honest in his head. He said, "All right, I'm gonna marry this one. I'm gonna F this one," and they were like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!
Right.
Your brother is dating this now. Here we go, bro. Man, I ain't gonna F nothing that my brother marries."
No.
Or is in a relationship with, but like we from a small town, bro. I'd be lying if I said that if I never been with a woman that my brother has also been with.
So I'll bleep it out. We both dated and have had sexual relations with a girl named like back in our 20s. I dated her for about 3 months, and then he took me out to Taco Bell and asked if he could have a turn. And I said, I don't care, whatever. And so then
because that's
you know
it's
what I
the
mean?
bros.
Right,
I mean, if I don't want her,
right?
Like if I literally if I don't want her, I don't have no connection to her at all. Like, bro, go ahead. I'm not a woman. I ain't about to block your bro. Like
my boy bought me tacos. Like it was great. I was like, you got me. You didn't even have to do this. You could have just texted me.
I've acted like I didn't know my motherfucking brother. Like I acted like he wasn't my brother or friends. I'm like sometimes, and that sounds like some sleazy stuff.
The issue. No, the problem was just wanted to run through the crew. Like
well, there you go. More power to her. See, my
Okay.
brother is dark skinned, so like we
Right.
can hide that. We, half brother, you know what I mean? So that's my brother to my. So it's like we've played that game, whatever. But then like, women have found out, and then like I'm like, I'm cool. Like, I mean, like I don't want to say too much. I'm like, my brother don't give a fuck about you. Like, what you mean? Like he done left you for dead. Like he don't care about you. I don't want to say all that, but it's like, no, like I mean, it's
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so they set him up.
But here's
for
the
that.
thing. The bottom line is, all of that said, you don't let the girl know that. The females, you don't let the cat out of the bag. Like, secrets out, girls, don't listen to this part. We don't let them know that in the grand scheme of the behind the scenes of things, right?
Oh, no.
So this is where Twin completely fumbles the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really just answering. Like he was not answering. Like he was not answering strategically.
He was thinking
because
that
it's still a bad answer because it's like you're still saying that you want to fuck the other girl. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, he was in a lose-lose, but what he definitely lost because they flipped him, they had him mixed up, and he's like, oh damn, yeah, you're right. I can't say I'm gonna F the girl that my brother's dating. And I was thinking like, man, y'all not come on now. They know because they have probably passed some women for
right.
But,
well, and that's what Katie called him out because they said on their TikToks passing girls like hot potatoes, right? So so then of course the other twin, same question, F, marry, kill, and he comes in and does his best to clean up and say the answers you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
At which the damage at this point is already done.
Damage is done.
And so we'll get to damage control in a minute. But so go ahead.
So and then the last one, am I muted? Okay. No, and then the last one, what that of note was Mercedes. This was the start of Mercedes versus Keith.
Mercedes starts the beef. He starts
and that we don't, and that was a good, that's good production right there, because you give me a trailer and you make it seem like Keith is all on him, whatever.
Flip it. Yep,
they flipped it, and so Mercedes. But they asked him wait, what did he say? He said, what was the question? Was it like
which guy? It was either like which guy deserves to go home, or like which guy has like which guy has the least romantic connection, or something like that.
I think it was the go home today, like one which I'm allowed to say whoever I want then, whatever. But he did add that he doesn't think
I don't know if it had to do with the girl that he was pursuing. I just know he made it about Haley because that's who he's pursuing.
Yeah.
And so he was
he was like who needs to go home today? Like, I think it was the question, like who needs to go home, and then he was like, oh, Keith. Like he's like, and I don't think he has in which it wasn't even like a throw under the bus though type thing, but it does put you in a shitty position. You know what I mean? When you're the guy receiving the shit talk, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro. Like, but then he's like, oh yeah, so what you saying, man? What do you mean? I guess I'll have to ask her.
And but that also too, I mean, it's kind of, man, it's smart. It's smart on Mercedes' end, because it's strategic in multiple ways, because now it plants a seed with Haley thinking like, do I have a romantic connection? I really don't like him,
and I know his secret.
Right. And it's like, and then so smart, and I love it.
And that's the crazy thing is that when we got that revealed about Keith, that like to what we know, the guys don't even know that. Like, maybe you know what I mean? Like, I mean, and now granted, they wouldn't be able to use that as ammo against him.
No.
Like, cause on TV, like they wouldn't.
Yeah.
But like, I want to know, do they know?
Probably
has he shared that with them?
I doubt it.
He better not.
I doubt it. Yeah,
he better not. Like, I doubt if he was in his best interest, because I would. I don't know how I would maneuver that, but I would definitely be killing him for that. I'd be like, bro, you don't even
right. Here for the right or wrong reasons, like a house full of guys.
And he basically said, I think he got a gimmicky thing going. Like he was grinding him up. Like he was like, I think he's here for it. And it does feel like Keith doesn't seem like a real person. Like he just doesn't seem like an actual person. Like it's like the voice, the little sing. I don't know if he's trying to be a singer at all, but Yeah, it was. So that's how it started, though. So I was like, oh,
And
this is gonna
then
get
yeah,
juicy.
and then the last one, I think Marco came at Mercedes as well.
Yep, yep, yep.
And
Yeah, and then Mercedes like, yo, bro, I thought you were my bro. I thought you
right,
were my
yeah,
bro.
he played this whole bro card, and
Yeah, and I don't like when people do that. And Mercedes knows better than to do that, bro. You know that. You know.
right.
But I guess you can be bros with a guy that's not pursuing the same woman as you, maybe.
Right, maybe
Maybe you're more
that's
inclined,
right.
but you can't trust these guys, period, man. And Mercedes knows that. You can't tell them anything because you got guys that will run stuff back like a running back, you know what I'm saying?
Not
Running it
good,
back like
not
Emmitt
good.
Smith, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
So that's the next day then, and so we get these night talks slash date-ish kind of situation, and to start out, Keem is on his redemption path. He is trying to salvage what he can that is left with his time on this island after the game that he just played, and we just get this faded in and out montage of him talking Katie's ear off, of
Yeah.
just all of the pretty much just threw the F-boy playbook at her. Am I right? I mean, just like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to know you. I really like what you got going on and your personality and this and blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, yo, what do you know about me?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just crickets. And so, I mean, it pretty much right then and there, that whole conversation, according to him, solidified his fate on the island. And it just seemed like a no-go for them. And I guess that kind of just really put Katie in a piss poor mood, which she then interrupted Danny's talk, which I don't think was important. And they went home early while Mercedes and Haley went on a date because she needs to figure out what that whole thing with, Marco and Keith was about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that whole date, did anything happen there? I don't
I don't
have.
remember. I don't remember anything significant happening on the date.
Yeah.
I liked whenever I think it was before the mixer though. Haley's comment about Mercedes wardrobe choice, and basically like, yeah, like he a bad bitch. Like he dressed like a bad. He had the lace blousey looking shirt on. Yeah, I mean, she's like, yeah, it looked like he, from a fashion house, and it's like, yeah, like you could tell this guy's getting free
Yeah.
clothes from somewhere
That
because
shirt was interesting. Yeah, that shirt looked like the curtain Sandy Dunkel had in the dining room when we were kids.
yeah, it was not
Yeah.
that's a fail. Mercedes, that was not it, bro.
And then before we get to the mixer, we do get official dates from Katie and Benedict and Danny and Christian.
Okay, yep.
I don't have notes on these just because they
Nope.
weren't eventful. They went
Yeah,
skateboarding.
yeah, yeah.
They
If
were
it's not no
chilling.
drama, like
There
it don't really
wasn't.
feel like, yeah, because yeah.
Yeah. Christian, I think Danny mentioned on their date that he's missing the F-boy factor. So she's like kind of smitten on him. It was just kind of a cute moment. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, the mixer, dude. So I have a note here. Everyone's making fun of Mercedes clothes. And I mean, I'm going to try to find it. We'll find the shirt. We'll see how
Yeah,
much
we
it
gotta
is.
find that shirt, man. Where do they sell that? I mean,
So the mixer, the pop off, Keith starts to swirl in his head that he just
yeah. It gets messy, man. This is he said, she said. That's what I put.
Keith drops a bomb. And Keith goes up to Haley and first of all is trying to be like, well, what about the romantic connect? Do you feel like we do? And Haley's like, well, how do you feel about me, Keith? And his only response was, well, when you got here, Mercedes said that all in New York City, they couldn't get anyone better than this chick. And it's just like, okay, we're just pulling that out. We're just pulling that out of a magician's hat. And that's the best we could do is to put Mercedes against Haley, a girl who he just went on a date with. Like they have a connection. And it's like, hey man, you're starting a battle here that I don't think you're going to win. And it was just a very interesting moment. And I mean, like, it's just,
Well,
Wow.
and it was interesting. It was weird. It was pussy. Like it was just like it was dumb.
Not
It was
good.
like, bro, like what are you thinking? Like, and what made it worse was actually I think Haley made it worse,
A
right?
little
Because
bit, just a little bit.
yeah, because she's exacerbating the drama. So like, yeah, I mean, I think the way that she should have moved was just take in the information,
Right.
yeah, I mean, and just move accordingly and like, I
Yeah.
mean, process it internally, whatever.
Mhm.
But she went and did the whole like, like she's a fourth grade teacher or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Yep.
And she's
Yep.
like,
Yep.
well, who said it? Did you
Yep.
hear who said it?
Yep.
And then like now you putting all these other men into this weird position
Right.
that they're supposed to like tattletale on him, and it's like, bro, like any respectable man is not gonna just be like, especially with the comment. It wasn't this like, I'm not saying that she can't be offended by
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
said,
Right.
but it wasn't even that egregious to be wondering who really said it. I mean, and then you're asking third parties, and I'm like, why you make like this is
And
weird.
like
This is
interrupting dates while like other
yeah.
people were here
Who
playing games, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
who did you hear him say? Nah, he's like, nah, I don't recall. Oh, you don't recall, or you didn't hear, or he didn't say it. And it's like, what are we
so
doing?
it
What are we
just,
doing?
yeah, yeah, it's a good
It
question
was
to
nasty.
ask.
That was the nastiest part of the
It's
episode.
just
I was like,
Keith,
oh,
not good, man, not good. And so we learn through the whole thing that apparently one of the twins just dropped this little nugget for Keith to pick up on the floor. I guess Keem, one of the twins,
yeah.
admits to telling Keith that like Mercedes said this just to see what he would do with it, and clearly it worked. So you know, Keith's motives were kind of fueled by the twins' fire, but I guess I don't know,
I'm only
man.
telling on a dude if he told me like he was burning or like he had AIDS. You know what I mean? Like if he's like, yo, this motherfucker revealed that he got, this motherfucker got herpes. Like, I mean, like so, I don't. Even though that's still nasty, but it's
Yeah,
like, yo, I don't want you
yeah,
kissing this guy because like he got, he got
dude,
the
it
herpes.
just
Or if they made up something egregious about the women, like egregious, like saying that a woman has something, or that that she actually had sex with one of the guys and she
right,
didn't. Like, I don't
right,
know, maybe
right,
something like that. But at
right,
the same time,
right.
I'm not
Your
participating.
best, yeah, your best shot is this is the
He
best they
said,
could do.
that's the best they could do. Like, you're not the most beautiful woman in the world in New York City. He said that.
Okay, great. What else did Mercedes say about me? Like,
That's what I'm
okay,
saying. That's what that, but
yeah,
like your reaction, how you like, great, yeah. What else
yeah,
did he say? Like, that's what her reaction should have been.
should have
It
been
shouldn't have been like
right.
grabbing him by the grabbing one of the twins by the ear and walking them over to the next one. Who said this? Who did you say this? And it's
I
like,
don't
come on, does it
know.
matter? Does it matter?
And we and
You know
we
you look good, girl. Like, what does it
yeah.
matter?
And we skipped over it, but it's fine. There was a moment with the twins. I just remembered in my notes
Oh, they had
when
their
they were the
brotherly.
brother talk after
I
he
love you,
fought.
bro.
And the very end, did you catch the very end? Like when Vince came in and started rubbing his shoulders, hyping him up. They're like, they look up to us. They look up to Vince. And it's like he included Vince in like the end of the speech as if it was a part of it the whole time. Oh, it was fantastic. I loved it. Sorry. So yeah. Danny and CJ, they hung out at the mixer a little bit. She's still stuck on his social media, and Meg's pointed this out. CJ, lightning bolt earring, F-boy vibes, 100%.
Oh yeah. And
So
dangling earrings is definitely a dead giveaway. And he said, what he say? Oh, that was, I guess that was an elimination, but he was like, I'll delete my whole social media.
yeah,
And it's
right.
like,
Yeah,
man,
right.
I
Shut
don't know
up.
if
No,
that's
you wouldn't.
gonna
No, you
you
wouldn't.
could
No, you wouldn't.
you wouldn't, and you could start
What's that
another
gonna
one.
change,
And
right? Yeah, it's not gonna change
it's
nothing. That's not gonna change nothing.
yeah.
So we get to what the twins have deemed the slab, and we get to elimination. Did anything else happen in the mixer notably? I don't think.
Nothing
I think
notable
I think
other than the nasty just drama. Like,
yeah, Keith drama. I think the twin tried to get one last shot with Katie. I think Keem talked to Katie one more time.
yeah.
But it didn't work. So we've got elimination.
Yep.
So Danny sends up bottom two, CJ and Danny. Haley sends up Keith and Elijah, twin number one. And Katie sends up Keem and Marco, twin number 2.
Yep.
So who do we want to start with?
We can start with let's start with Katie.
Okay. So Katie's got Keem, the twin, and Marco. And she gives her reasons, yada yada yada. I don't pay attention when they give the reasons. It's so annoying in every show. And Marco lives to see another day.
Lives to see another day. This guy got 9 lives, man.
Marco's got 9 lives, and I think, man, do you think Marco's a nice guy, or do you think he's an F-boy?
I don't know. I seen his podcast. I think he's an F-boy. Okay. Like I seen like clips of his
him
podcast.
And stuff. Okay. All right.
I don't know. Yeah, I just think he's probably F-boy.
Either way. So twin.
Insecure F-boy, because he is so insecure about his, because like he's like, Mercedes, you're hot, bro. Like you're like,
yeah, I did hear him say that. I was like, what? You're weird. That's yeah.
You're weird.
Insecure. You're right. That was so
you're
good.
hot, bro.
Yeah.
He said you have that intimidating confidence. And that's it.
Yeah, you're right, dude. If Marco is an F-boy, he should definitely go find himself and then come back for season 4 as a nice guy. Because
I think he is F-boy, because even a nice guy wouldn't talk like. I just don't feel like, because I don't think a man would a man should be talking like that. Like you can acknowledge somebody intimidating confidence. You have intimidating confidence, bro. Yeah,
I'd never say. I mean, I'd probably think that about maybe like you, or maybe the fact that like he's fucking Jack now, maybe Quilly. Like I'd probably say that about him, but not to his goddamn face.
No, that's so weird. Like right, that, like you just neutered yourself when you say to say it out loud.
Yes, Marco. Yes. He just neutered himself. That's so good.
He just chopped himself. I'm like, how you do that to yourself, bro?
So
intimidating confidence.
Keem's gone. Keem
was gone, and that was the one who fucked up the question. At douche tank
question.
And I don't even think that wasn't the one that was making up the lie, was it? And that's the thing, I don't even know who was part of the lie.
It might have been his brother about the Keith
nugget,
lie.
The little nugget.
Yeah, the Keith lie. I think that was his brother. But Keem, just for his douche tank answers and everything after that, and his combos with Katie, he's out.
Yep, he's out.
Hali sends up Keith and Elijah, and Elijah, the twin, lives to see another day. Keith's out.
He buried himself, man, because it's like
Keith versus the king. Keith versus Mercedes.
Keith versus the king. But I think Hali, I think just deep down, I think she just realized like, yeah, that was
not good.
Even if it was true, I think I would hope that she would just realize like that was desperate, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was
it's
crazy.
It's certainly not a no. Yeah, you're right. It was a weird move. It was a weird. And we'll get back around to it in a second, but you're absolutely right. Good for her sending him home. Danny sent home. She kept CJ. CJ lives to see another day. Danny's list of fuckboys that she's keeping around. Danny's pile of fuckboys outweighs her pile of nice guys, because she's keeping Jared around. She's keeping CJ around. She's keeping. Who else does she have connections?
Well,
with?
she got Christian still. That's her nice guy.
Oh, that's true. Okay, Christian. Yeah. Well, it's just, but it's, you know what I mean. You keeping these F boys in your back pocket.
Yep.
It is what it is. Because she sent Danny home, who inevitably was our nice guy of the week.
Yep, nice guy. Nice try.
Danny, I mean, whatever.
He didn't apply any pressure. Like you could just tell. Like I don't even think. Like Danny, the woman, like I don't even think she was like probably thinking like, yo, I didn't even really want him to be talking to me. She looked like she was like, I didn't want him to holler at me in the first place.
Right.
So why, so like she felt like she was kind of stuck with Danny. Like unfortunately for Danny, felt like she was stuck with Danny, and it just wasn't good. Like he never really was able to make any push, but she just even seemed like she was just not interested. She's just not interested in him.
Yeah. No.
Genuinely not interested.
No connection there.
Yep.
And Keith, an F-boy. An F-boy. Could we have not seen that picture any more clearer before we got the announcement?
Yeah, I knew. I had a feeling that he was an F boy. Just the weird voice. Nothing that he did seemed genuine.
So is it just so now
like I don't know.
now does like the whole like sexuality question topic on the date seem even weirder? Like why? Like you know what I mean? Like I just his motives now leading up to everything, knowing he is an F boy, just makes it even just not.
Well, maybe because he watched the show though, and it's like maybe because I don't know, maybe he has some stuff on his social media. Like, yeah, I mean, he didn't want that to be a surprise, probably.
Maybe. Oh, maybe you're right. That did come before the social media. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so I don't know, but yeah, he just didn't seem genuine. Like I said, that I don't know. He was kind of weird.
No. And of course, twin number one is an F boy.
Which that just puts the other twin in just a horrible space.
Terrible spot.
They're definitely connected in many ways. You know what I mean? I mean, in so many ways, they've shared women.
Yeah.
They're peas in a pod, obviously twins, like and close as twins.
Yeah.
And so you mean to tell, and like he did lobby for his brother at the very end. He's like, yeah, because my brother is a nice guy. And it was like, bro, it's hard to say that. It's hard.
It's a little difficult.
Especially if the other one that still left was the one that planted the seed. Like I said, I forget who planted the seed for Keith to
and that's the issue, right? And that's the issue. When they put us in situations on shows like this with twins where they are twins, but at the end of the day, they don't come as one. So like even though like we always treat them as such, at the end of the day, there's two separate contestants. So it's you know what I mean? So I think now the game starts for them, right?
Yep.
Because I guess now it's just like if Twin can now successfully convince Hali that he's not his brother and a completely separate person and somehow forces his way through Mercedes and whoever else is still in the house talking to her. You know what I mean? So he has a maybe 5% chance. And if he can get past that, then maybe he could make it to a final 2 or whatever the finale is. But like, I doubt it. It's probably going to be one more episode. And
well, all right. So here's the thing. So yeah, we talked about this last week, right?
Yeah.
So because I think there's 9 guys left. So by math perspectives, each girl has 3 guys. However, Fboy Island is known for the curveball. So like I swear on previous seasons, they introduced new guys twice. Like I feel like that it happened more than once. So like we're on episode 6. They could squeeze in a surprise arrival of 3 more guys to just 10. You know what I mean, shake it up or whatever. Because usually women are down to like their last 2 guys and then they get like these special dates. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think we're just a little bit too far. We're too advanced in the show for that to be kind of happening. So there could be a curveball coming.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. And the only note I took from the preview for next week, Vince says, "I love you."
Yeah, that's some. Yeah.
I mean, what are the rules there, fam? Where's your opinions lie on that? Are you allowed to say that on these shows? I mean,
no, simp. So, no, is that a bad word? Word?
No, I love it.
Okay, I didn't know. YouTube things. I didn't know if that's
No. It's perfect. It's I mean, I don't think there's maybe if the end goal of the show is marriage, and we're we're on like week like 20 out of 30. If we're more than 2/3 of the way through this thing, and you're pretty sure you've got it in the bag. But like, bro, Katie.
See, I grew up with like seeing young men, you know what I mean, like do that. Like in my teenage years, I seen guys do that move, like tell the girl that they loved her just so they can lock it in, and that is the nastiest move out. That's it's worse than dirty macking, I think. Like the fake love, or the too soon I love you.
Yeah,
That's
it's not a
nasty
good,
work, bro.
no, it's not. It's especially when they've both been there before. Now I know that Vince is going to use that as his excuse as to of why he said it, but maybe, bro, maybe the fact that you've both failed at the whole love reality dating TV show thing before is because you rush into it. And guess what you're doing now? You're rushing into it. And
Yeah.
so it's like, probably a little too quick for, the ILY, but it's interesting how she'll react. Because I mean, it's technically only been that one date with Vince. It's like every other scene with Katie, she's either with Marco or making out with Bentley or like whatever she's doing.
Bentley.
Or whatever his name, Benson. What's his name?
Benedict.
Yeah. And so it's like,
making with my boy eggs over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like she's whipping up a good scramble with Benedict. And it's like,
hollandaise ass motherfucker
it's
over there.
right. And it's like, like Vince, you might not have it like that. And so if he thinks
that's the Hail Mary.
Right. If he thinks that that's what you got to do to take that next step in advance in this game, I mean, did we see Mercedes ever say that word on this show before?
Never.
No,
Never.
okay.
He would never. My mans would never do that, bro. And his confidence isn't intimidating to me. Let's just for the record.
I mean, I know Vince has got a little ethnicity in him, but like, I mean, I guess it's just a white person thing to like jump right into that whole word because
that's
it's just.
Oh, is that a lot of guys that do that?
I mean, well, I just thought. I mean, I know I did when I was younger. I mean,
that was your move, guys. That was
not like not. not for F-boy tendencies. I was the nice guy, and so I thought you
was really in love with these women.
Right.
Well, he might be, but it's still weird.
Exactly. There's a difference. Right. There's a huge fucking difference. And I was also like 17 to like 22. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like it was whatever. I grew out of it, but like but we're talking like this man's a full grown adult. So
Man, you pay bills, bro. Like, what you talking about? You love her. Like, what you talking about? You got bills, bro. Like,
right. Right. Like,
you ain't even like, bro. I definitely ain't saying I love a woman before I had sex with her. I guarantee I never did that.
Do you think?
Never.
Oh, that's smart. That's true. That's smart. Yeah. Good.
Before.
Do you think they forget they're on Fboy Island? Do you think that the mirage and the illusion of the house and the villa and the schedule and the cameras and the fun, and the activities and the cake and the making out and the challenges, do you think that all just gets wrapped up in their adrenaline and emotion and like they just kind of forget that like this is...
I would imagine no. I would imagine no because like I would think there's constant reminders that I'm on a fucking TV show. Like you know what I mean? Like I can't probably talk to anybody.
Right. And so
like outside of this show.
I just can't imagine then what like you know what it's like? It's because I just saw one of these. I think one of these is going viral right now. Like some kid proposed to like his girlfriend after like 6 months in a hot air balloon. And like there were other people around and like she was like, hey, like don't do this right now. Like maybe we'll talk about it. Like kind of like did her best to let him down. And it's just like what in my mind, I would have to have that like guaranteed signed contract essentially. Like what terms, what flags, what signals, what notes, what date, what experience did you have with Katie that gave you the inclination that she would reciprocate this love back to you? Reciprocate. Thank you. Back to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just, if you're not all there, like, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of, it's just one of those... It's like him saying I love you is like equivalent to him showing up to the date naked because he thinks they're having sex. Like, you know what I mean? It just and she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm fully dressed. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
So,
whoa. Yeah, you gotta read the room, bro.
very interesting. And again, it could be editing. We'll see. I'll probably bite all those words when we get to it. Maybe she asks him, like maybe it's a question. Maybe they're on a date and Katie says, what's your biggest fear with me? And he says, saying, I love you. And then like they just cut it all off. And maybe it's not what we think it is. Who knows? But hopefully he does say it because it'll make for a great episode next week. So
there you go.
Anything else on this, bro? What do we got?
Just the only thing I would say is I read, and I didn't read the whole blog, obviously. I probably read the headline, but and that's what they were talking about, how Fboy Island definitely needs to bring back the games. And I felt like, like them doing the douche tank. Like, I feel like, they did have a little bit more interaction. There was a little bit more competition.
Was that something we did more last season? Like every, I feel like every week was a game or whatever.
It was it was a game, and then it was like dates, a game, or it would start like a game, dates, mixer, elimination.
Right.
Like, but now they're just like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, you know,
because we've only seen this like one game so far.
We've seen this. We've seen the very initial game in the very beginning of the show. But like there hasn't been that much in between. Right? No.
And like that, well, that's perfect opportunity for them to be like, oh, you won the challenge. Guess what? Now you get an extra 30 minutes with your girl.
Yeah,
or whatever.
You got to create incentives. I mean, because then the guy that can't really, like a Danny, like he would be, maybe he wins a challenge.
Yeah, and what's also interesting, and that opportunity for the guys who like might not have that 100% confidence, like whereas Marco goes to grab Katie as soon as the mixer starts. Damn, now I lost my chance. Well, if I win this challenge, then no one can interrupt. I've got my time with her. Boom, bam. I don't have to worry about being speed racer when the mixer. Yeah, that's smart. They should do that. And I think that's it would be I find it's I had a train of thought and I just lost it. But
that's okay.
Oh, that's the thing. I did see this article. And that's, I think that would probably help with the fact that like it's one of the only articles about the show. Like I try to find, like, bro, when we were recapping Love is Blind, there's like 80 articles that I can pull from of the recap of everything that I can like use as like context for like a video description or whatever. You know what I mean? But like Fboy Island, like the only article from like last week's episode was from like a small town Florida publication, because two of the guys on there are from that town in Florida, and they're like Florida contestants on Fboy Island on the CW. But like none of the gossip blogs, none of the Page 6, New York Post.
We're ahead, man.
No one's talking about the show except for us. So you know what I mean? Listen,
they need to cut a check. What the fuck?
That's basically what should. Yeah. Basically, we should.
Can we get a sponsorship? Something
that, or like we should have every one of the contestants lined up from lined up.
Don't nobody else want to talk to y'all. Like who else?
Bring back the games. All right, man. Let's get out of here. We'll discuss more next week. Ladies and gentlemen, hit us up on the socials. You know where to find it. Recap and Record, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's all there. Check it out. As I said in the beginning, my name's Levi. That's Los. We'll be back next week. This has been another episode of Recap and Record. It's the CW's Fboy Island. Comes out every Friday. Check it live Saturday on the app for free. And until next time, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.